so I'm back. I had a small technical issue. So for this meditation, you guys, I am advising that you get something to cover your head. It can be any color. I recommend either really dark colors or really light colors, like the first meditation video that we did on New Year's. Um, I do recommend that you have, it doesn't have to be a big, huge candle, but like a tea light candle, just something to represent the element of fire, and some scissors, because we're going to be doing some cord cutting, okay? So if you don't have scissors, you can also use just a regular knife, all right? So something like that, and like I said, something to cover your head. We're also going to be using some string, which I have not got yet, but I'm going to get up and go in there in my room and grab that. And so what this is going to be for, and just so anybody doesn't get anything confused, I am technically making a video. I did put a reminder that I was going live, but I don't have like much video storage on my phone. So I really wanted to like make these videos, but I planned a couple days ago, or a week ago, whenever, I plan to just come on here and do this video live, okay? So once I clean out my storage, I'll be able to kind of like, I'll feel more confident making like longer videos on my phone without thinking that the storage is going to cause it to just stop and I have to come back on and make another video and add on to that. So, but yes, if you're not somebody that's on a targeted individual watch list, you can still do this meditation for unwanted energies. If you're dealing with stalkers, if you're dealing with people gossiping, people attacking you spiritually, this will definitely still work. Trust me, okay? So make sure you have your cord cutting tools, okay? You don't have to use a string. That is definitely more, you know, it helps more, but I do realize a lot of people probably don't have string on hand, so I'll demonstrate for demonstration purposes without it. But if you don't have the string, you have to make sure that you are in a heavy meditative space. So you need to make sure that you are heavily in your meditative space where you are focusing on your intention, okay? And like I said already, you want to have something to cover your head, which I have something right here that I'm going to be using. And so I just wanted to get all of that out, you know, in the front so that we know what we're focusing on. So for my targeted individuals, chosen ones, you guys, I don't know what level your targeting might be on, what type of, you know, surveillancing or sabotage that you're dealing with, that you might deal with. Hi Nels, how are you? Welcome. This is a meditation. This is a meditation. I can't see your picture that well, but I don't think we know each other. But thank you for your support right now. So for back to, you know, you guys that are going to watch the playback and stuff, you want to strongly focus on certain energies that you want to rid from your life, okay? Me personally, I deal with heavy surveillancing, a lot of hatred, a lot of unwanted projections, people just coming for me in all different areas. And you have people out here that have like some real, I'm not saying I don't have serious issues and things that I'm facing right now, but you have people dealing with like way more dire situations. So to have people like constantly projecting every little thing on me, it's crazy. So if you're somebody that also is dealing with that, I just want to encourage you guys to meditate and focus on going to the divine, going to the spirit realm, and having them cut and remove these energies from you, okay? So we're just gonna, right now, I want you guys to focus on that, visualize it. Go ahead and I'm gonna turn the music up. I want you to get into the space of these unwanted energies, okay? The projections, the comparisons, the, you know, the noise harassment, the noise pollution. If you feel like people are doing magic on you, if you feel like people are trying to sabotage your finances, especially the surveillance and spirit though, that monitoring spirit energy, put all of these energies at the forefront of your mind and get into battle mode now. I want you to focus on it right now, okay? And go ahead and get that energy going. Focus on it, you guys. How do you feel when they're coming for your finances? How do you feel when they're comparing you? Don't be afraid. You might feel a small urge to hold back or to try to, your mind to wander. Focus. Focus on certain energies and people that you know, even if it's not an actual person or people, just all of it. All of the energies that you feel like have been holding you back, that have been keeping you in certain unwanted cycles, certain unwanted circumstances, certain unwanted frequencies. Focus hard on that right now, okay? I'm going to go and grab the string for myself, even though I'm going to be demonstrating for you guys. Well, you know what? Since I know majority of people don't have yarn or some type of string, I am going to keep my word and we're going to do the meditation cord cutting without the string, okay? But for the next couple of minutes, I want you guys to heavily continue to hold that space. Hold that space where you're focusing hard on known and unknown, seen and unseen energies that you know on the daily are a battle, are a struggle, okay? So get focused, you guys. Get focused. All right? I'm going to run this back. Okay? Here we go. If you have a candle, we got a commercial up. If you have your candle, I want you to at least light that. If you do not have a candle, that's fine. You can still do this cord cutting meditation by when you close your eyes and you continue to focus on these unwanted blockages and energies and monitoring spirits. I want you to say, I channel and I invoke the sacred element of fire. I channel and I invoke the sacred element of fire, okay? And you're going to be, with that chant, you're going to intentionally use this energy to burn away, okay, everything that you cut from you. All right, so you guys that do have string, that is for you as well, okay? After you cut the cord from you, you're going to burn it. All right, make sure that you have this in like a big pot or something, with water. Just make sure that, you don't want any flammable accidents or anything like that, okay? So, activate the power in your hands, okay? Activate the power in your hands. Okay, if you don't have your candle, that's fine, but you guys that do, hold your candle in your hand now, okay? If you're watching the playback, make sure that you realize you can do this anywhere where you have your privacy and your focus, okay? I want you to relax wherever you are, get into that space. Think about these blockages, okay? You're in control, you have the power. Think about these blockages. Think about these nuisances, these annoyances, these projections, the gang stalking, okay, the spiritual harassment. Think about, any energies or spirit or energies or frequencies or spiritual parasitic energies that spirit has brought to your attention. That, hey, you need to deal with these energies. You need to get rid of these energies, okay? I want you to focus on these energies now. Bring them up. And you guys that don't have your candle, so where you can set your intention with your candle, you're setting it in the spirit realm by constantly saying, I invoke and I channel the sacred element of fire. I invoke and I channel the sacred element of fire, okay? And if you want to switch it up and it's, something different like that, as long as you are invoking the sacred element of fire, okay? And we are invoking the sacred element of fire right here, or speaking it into the spirit realm to burn away any unwanted cords that we cut from ourselves. All right. So think long and hard. Bring it up. Whether these are people, whether these are situations, anything that is unwanted that is keeping you from having the experience that you want. And I'm not saying after just one of these meditations that all of, the energy that you cut the cords from is just gonna go away. But you might have to, do it 2 or 3 times. Watch this video 2 or 3 times, but you will feel a heavy lift. You will start to feel certain energies lift from you, certain blockages, certain annoyances. Okay. So come on, you guys, you can do it. Focus on these energies. Focus on these blockages, these distractions that you have been telling yourself you want to get rid of. Now is the time, okay? The next 30 seconds, we're just going to focus really hard on these blockages, these unwanted energies. Okay? Invoke and channel, you guys. Invoke and channel your sacred element of fire. If you don't have your candle, if you have your candle, hold it in your hand. Use your hands to transfer this energy into this candle. And intention. Set your intention. Sacred element flame, sacred element of fire, I ask that you burn away all unwanted cords and attachments from you. Of all of the blockages and all of the unwanted energies and frequencies, from the gang stalkers, from the surveillancing, from the financial sabotage, and etc. Thank you. All right, now you're going to take your knife. If you don't have scissors, or you're going to take your scissors if you have them, okay? And you're going to comfortably position them in your hands, okay? And if you have your knife, you're going to also comfortably position this in your hand, okay? This is for cord cutting purposes only, to cleanse out your energy, all right? So let's not forget to cover our heads. So for the best results, you don't have to, okay? You can use anything. You can use a towel, you can use a t-shirt, whatever you want. But you just want to, I'm going to tie this in the back actually. You just want to have your crown chakra protected and covered, okay? So that's what we're going to do here. Okay, you guys? All right. So ladies, cover your crowns. Fellas, when you watch this, I'm going to play back. Make sure that you put your do-rag on or a hat, anything that will cover your crown chakra, okay? All right. Make sure that you're feeling grounded and secure. You don't have to go with the same speed of this video, all right? Just make sure that everything feels right with you, okay? Because that's where your power is. So now that your crown is protected and covered and you have your sacred element of fire ignited, whether spiritually or physically, take whatever cord cutting tool that you have. You guys that have an actual cord, go ahead and tie that around and secure it, whether it's around your leg, your waist, your arm, wherever. And you're going to hold it and you're going to put your intention into that cord. And you're going to use your inner power and you're going to visualize all of those blockages, all of those unwanted energies that we focused on. You're going to visualize those being transmuted into the cord, okay? Us, like I said, myself included, using for demonstration purposes, we're not going to use a physical cord. We're using a spiritual cord, okay? So spiritually right now, our cord is, we're going to tie it around our hands, okay? So you guys go ahead and spiritually tie the cord that you're going to cut from yourself. Tie it around your hands. Tie it around your legs if you want as well. Okay? Now, we're going to set our intention and push for 30 seconds. We're going to push all of that unwanted energies that we're trying to cut from ourselves into the cords that we just tied, okay? So here we go. Focus, you guys. 1, 2, 3. 15 more seconds. You guys can do it. Focus, 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 focus. Focus. Push it into the cord. Transmute it into the cord. Grab your weapon to cut it. I'm going to do a couple with the knife first. Get ready. 5, 4. Get ready to cut this cord. 3, 2. All right. How does that feel? How does that feel, you guys? Immediately, you should feel a weight being released. You should feel some type of heavy spiritual darkness, spiritual congestion being removed and detached. Meditate right now on how good and free you feel already. Now, some of you guys won't feel a huge change, and that's also good because it's letting you know that you still have more that you need to cut. But the good thing is, if you feel any slight change when it comes to the energy lifting up off you, that's a good thing. So like I said, you might have to watch this over a few times or do it in, your own way. You might have to do a couple more, but the more you do, the more you're going to cut these energetic, parasitic, karmic cords from you, okay? So just give yourself time to process and be in a space of gratitude. Woo! For the miracle and the upgrade that the divine is about to do into your life. Because you have cut these cords, these energetic cords, these blockages that have been holding you back. Give the divine worship and praise in your mind right now for a few seconds. I know a lot of you guys are excited right now. I know that you're going to feel it. You're going to feel this positive cord cutting. You're going to feel it. So just take a moment to bask in this. Oh, it feels so amazing, you guys. Make sure you tell yourself there's more good to come. There's more healing to come. There's more power to take back to come. Okay? Now, those cords that we tied on our legs, we're going to go ahead and get ready to cut those. So, for demonstration purposes, we're going to use our scissors, okay? Now, this part, we're going to give thanks. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Orisha Shango. If you're not, that's fine. But I would still recommend for you to give homage to him and to ask him to cut these and sever these energetic, unwanted energies and cords from you and from your life that have been keeping you stagnant and holding you back, okay? So we're going to start by saying, I honor the mother of the god of lightning, the double-edged sword, Shango. I honor your mother, and I appreciate you. Be uplifted, be elevated. God of lightning, God of justice, God of the double-edged sword, okay? Thank you, Shango. Cut these cords for me. Remove and sever these energetic, parasitic cords and ties that have been keeping me stagnant. that have been keeping me in battle mode, that have been keeping me losing in life, ultimately, okay? So say a private sacred prayer to him along the lines of what I've just said, you guys. I'll give you a couple seconds. All right, you guys, now we're gonna go ahead and, with the assistance of the god Shango, we're gonna cut these cords from us now, okay? Here we go. Reach down and visualize intent cutting those cords from around your legs right now. And then do the other leg. If you need to cut a few times, and that's fine, that's normal to feel that way, but let your spirit guide you. All right, now this last portion, whew, you feel it? You guys should definitely feel. This is some powerful stuff. This is high level alchemy. You should immediately feel relief. Okay? Thank the God. Thank Shango. Okay? Thank the universe. Thank your spirit guides, your ancestors. And now we're going to do a freestyle. Okay? So if you have your knife, if you have your scissors, you're going to hold them in your hand. If you have scissors, you're going to just hold them in your hand like you're going to cut something. Okay? And if you have your knife, you're just going to hold that in your hand like this. And you're going to go into meditation war mode. With the help also, you're going to still pray and ask Shango's assistance and your spirit guides' assistance, whatever spirit guides that you work with. And you're going to just go to cutting, or, you know, if you have the scissors, you're going to cut like this. And if you have your knife, you're going to just hold it in your hand and you're going to visualize that you are cutting at any energetic cords anywhere in your life or anywhere they're attached to you when it comes to areas and energies that you want to get rid of, that you want to cut from your life, okay? So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, here we go, you guys, focus. Right, you guys, put your tools that you use to cut aside, okay, and take a moment to inhale and exhale. Notice the change. Notice how energetically light you feel. You should feel a huge significance okay? So just give thanks to the spirit Shango, your spirit guides, your ancestors. Say thank you, universe. And thank you, all spiritual assistants, for assisting me in this meditation, this beautiful practice, okay? So that is the video, you guys. Like I said, you can always replay this whenever you feel overwhelmed or whenever you feel like you have energetic cords that you want to remove from yourself. Feel free. And I almost forgot, we have one last thing, which is obvious, but I don't want to forget. And so when it comes to your candle or anybody that has used, just chanting or affirming that you're invoking the sacred element of fire, now what you're going to do is energetically push all of those cords. Mentally use the mind power and your mental power, and you just want to cleanse yourself and spiritually push any of those energetic cords that we just cut into that fire. Okay, into that fire in your mind. You can visualize like a huge, huge flame, a lot of different flames in fire. If you don't have a candle, or you can look into, or hold the actual candle that you have, and just imagine that, you're placing all of those cords that you just cut from yourself, okay? All right, all of those different cords that Shango, and you're gonna feel yourself energetically feeling lighter and lighter and lighter. You might almost feel like you want to fall asleep. That is a good sign. If you still feel antsy or heavy or worried or stressed, that is a sign that you either properly didn't do the cord cutting meditation correctly, or you need to just maybe do a few more. And so yeah, you want to just visualize as well as energetically place all of the cords, pull them off of you. Some of them might be a little tangled up, okay? But this is how we want to cleanse and clear. And as you do this, how you know that you're doing it correctly is you'll start to feel like, like a nice little light tingle, like feathers, rubbing against your skin and your body. And that is how you know you are removing these energetic cords, these curses from you, okay? So just take a minute to do this, okay? If you're visualizing and you've invoked your element of sacred fire, your sacred element of fire, excuse me, you want to just, it should be even easier for you, but you want to just visualize this big, huge bonfire, if you will, or a fireplace, okay? And you want to just remove these cords. You'll even start to feel like relief in your shoulders, anywhere where you normally feel like a lot of tension or stress, and you want to place those in that fire, okay? And so take another few seconds as we end and close out this meditation. I want to thank you guys for watching this playback, as well as the beautiful souls that came in and out and just probably wanted to peep and see what was going on, because they're not used to me going live. You can also remove your headscarf or whatever you use to cover your head, you guys. All right, and so or keep it on if you're about to go to bed or something like that. And so now you just want to thank the spirits and continuously stay in the space of gratitude ahead of time for what they're about to do, and just make a mental note of the changes that you feel, okay? That's very important. Inhale and exhale and just check in and see the difference that you feel. All is well, okay, you guys? Most High God loves you, and namaste. Share this video with somebody, and I appreciate you guys for your support, for your comments. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to me for more videos and content about spirituality, awareness when it comes to human beings being treated in an inhumane way, okay? Kind of got like a tongue tie. In an inhumane way when it comes to being stalked, targeted, experimented on by the government, by the shadow government, the archons, as well as just everyday information and topics and meditation videos and things like that, like this, okay? So light and love, and until we meet again, guys.